what's up? It's your boy King Roshi, and in today's video we'll be talking about metal sets. Now, we'll be talking about how to choose metal sets, what makes a metal set good, we'll touch on unique traits, and we'll talk about tags because that's pretty much the most important part. For the most part. We'll get into that in a little bit. So, with metal set traits, the unique trait is important, but it's important for different reasons. And I'll get into that in a second, but tags, this is the most important thing. Tags is usually the thing that will set you over the top. And there are some sets, metal sets, that just will not work because the tags don't work. And when I say this, I mean you can make the tags work, but I'm kind of talking about like character metal sets, because those seem to be the strongest to me. So like the crocodile metal set, it just won't work because there's not enough tags that actually make it viable. Because you have crocodile that's in the Paramount War, the one that is in Alabasta, and there's also the crocodile that is locked up in Impel Dawn. So those sets, they just won't work together. They're not necessarily made to work together. But let's take the Impel Dawn crocodile for example. And I know I'm not showing them on the screen, and I really should have been, but just stick with me here. The Impel Dawn crocodile, if you really wanted to use that specific metal for whatever reason, you could easily pair that with the new Mr. 2 or 3? Bonbon. The new imprisoned Bonbon. You could easily pair the crocodile at Impel Dawn, which is the imprisoned crocodile, with that metal, and those two metal sets should have enough in common to actually make that work. And to take it a step further, you could probably pair those two metals with something like Magellan, because Magellan was there, you know? That's kind of his whole place. And that metal set can work, but there's plenty of incredible metal sets. And speaking of unique traits, here you can see Lucci. And one of the fascinating things with Lucci and his metal is when you crit, it reduces skill too. So the special case with metal traits is sometimes, I remember a while ago, I would see people like Lucci, people running 2 or 3 Lucci metals, and you can use it on someone like Katakuri, and you can use it on Lucci himself, because let's be real, that's what it was made for. And it becomes just an incredible metal trait, just to even run 2 or 3 by themselves without any tags affecting them, and it will still be powerful. But that's just the power of those kind of traits is really fascinating, and I feel like it's something to think about and even take advantage of. And the cool thing is you can still get Lucci now for free pretty much if you just play a long time. So I guess it's not free, it costs time, but it's worth it in my opinion. So here is the first set that I really wanted to talk about. It's the Amro set, and it's just the 3 original Amros throughout the story, and they have tags that work together really well. You can use them on a plethora of characters, and I believe you can do that with any of these metal sets, especially this one. The Boa set, it's usually just using, if you use any of these Boa metals together and you put them together, and same thing if you only have 2 slots available, is very much worth it. And then the Worst Generation set, let's say you want to use a Pooh. The way to make these kind of sets work is you legitimately just look for every Worst Generation member that is a Paramecia. Luckily there's tons of those characters. There's the likes of Luffy, there is Law, there's Kid, which we'll get into a set with them later. There's also, who is it? There's Beji, there's Hawkins. Is that it? You guys help me out. I believe that's it for the Worst Generation. Oh yeah. I just showed him, but I can't remember his name. But you guys get it. It's not that difficult, but this set it's okay. It's not bad. All of these sets I'm showing you guys, I personally believe that they're good enough to use on any character. There's almost no specific thing that you need to tweak or specific trait that you need to search for. And then of course, Luffy sets. Luffy sets are some of the most powerful sets that you can ever come across, simply because Luffy will always be an abundant character. He will always be a character that people look at the most, pretty much. So just any 3 Luffy medals, you put them together, and most of the time they'll work. You usually want to find the ones that have worst generation on them, just because that's when he will have the majority of his stuff. And it should also be talked about that sometimes those sets will not, it depends on the character, right? Like, really. Cypher Pole sets are also incredible. Lucci, Kaku, and CP9, CP0, Lucci. Like, they have so much in common that they work. Another great set here, the Lost set. The Lost set is actually incredible. Especially the ones that are in Land of Wano, because there are 3 of them, I believe. 2, 3, it's incredible either way. If you have the laws and you have the ability to make their medals, I would do that. It's really good. Now this set I want to bring up the Eneru set, because if you have Eneru and Amaru, the Rumble medal, you can still get that medal. It's just in the cola shop, and I'll show you guys how to get there in case you don't know. But this set is incredible and is kind of really easy to make if you even just have Eneru, because Eneru and the Rumble medal, they work together perfectly, honestly. So here's the Rumble medal. This is where you get it, right down here, along with these other 2 medals, which, I mean, you can try to find a way to make those work. Now this set is really interesting to me. It's the Raid set. For the 3 new characters that came out, they work almost perfectly in conjunction with each other, except for the crews, which that's obvious, but this is a really good set. Here's another great set that is underrated, it's kind of free to play actually, the Fishman set. So like, you can use just Kirby, you can use Hachi, you can use Chu, he is the guy with the duck bill, always doing the duck face. It's interesting. Also Arlong. Big Mom set is actually incredible. It's very powerful. So it's just EX Big Mom and regular Big Mom, which I know, Big Axe. The Katakuri set, I believe this set is actually really fantastic too, which obviously is just the 2 Katakuris. Okay, and about the next set, the Kaido and the Rouge metal sets, they work great together in terms of defenders. So the percentages that you see can be surpassed simply by doing plus to the percentage of like worst generation or whatever the crew is. So that's pretty much it for me. I'm out. If you need me to elaborate on anything, you can always ask me in Discord or just tell me in the comment section and I'll try to help you out. That's it for me. I'm out. Peace.